Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of SMU Soccer Insider. I'm Ray Canaveri. The SMU women got back on the winning track at home this past weekend as they recorded a pair of victories. First, they opened up on Friday night with Rice and got a 2-0 win. They turned around Sunday afternoon and beat Houston by that same 2-0 score. SMU head coach Brent Erwin says it's nice to get some victories and put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, we needed to stop the bleeding. We'd had a couple of very unlucky weekends where we went through quite a few injuries, a lot of illnesses, and just some general bad luck. And unfortunately, in college soccer, if you have 8 bad days, there's 4 games that come during that time. And that's exactly what happened to us. But we played very well this week, got 2 wins, and kind of get rolling again. That's what we hope. You know, we think that hard work will turn the luck, and we've played pretty good soccer. But again, we've been a little unlucky with injuries, unlucky with illnesses. But the team has been very resilient, and we're keeping fighting, and we think the results will go our way.
SMU assistant coach Erin MacCallum knows the highs of the SMU women's soccer program. She was a player from 2001 until 2004. MacCallum talks about what this team needs to focus on down the stretch, and she says this team has yet to show its true potential.
I think that we've been building towards that all season. Of course, the best time to peak in any season is at the end of the season in the games that matter most, and we're approaching that part of our season. So we hope that the work that we've done with the girls day in and day out we put a couple of good results together this weekend, and we hope to only go up from here. I certainly think so. I think, with the results that we've had, I think that, we've done some good things on the field, but I don't think, like you mentioned before, that we've reached our true potential, and I think that we can surprise a lot of people in the conference. SMU is not used to being a little bit of an underdog, but we face that going forward through the conference tournament. Hopefully we'll get to the conference tournament, and then we can turn some heads once we get there.
SMU opened up last weekend's play with a 2-0 win over Rice on Friday night. Let's see how this one played out as we check the highlights. With the conference schedule winding down, the Ponies returned to the friendly confines of Westcott Field. SMU was hungry for a victory. In order to keep their chances of getting to the conference tournament alive, they needed a win Friday against Rice. SMU had dropped 5 straight, but were determined to change their fortunes. Both teams went back and forth in the early moments of the match, but the Ponies had the first really good chance in the 20th minute as Brittany Weiss tried to sneak it in near side. 30 seconds later, Rice went box to box, and Samantha Kahns took a shot that went just wide. The half ended 0-0, but the Lady Owls came out in the second half with an offensive flurry. Within the first 5 minutes of the second half, Rice fired off 3 shots, but Mustang goalie Ashley Gunter was up to the task on all 3 occasions. The Ponies finally broke the scoring in the 56th minute. Kimber Bailey was fouled near the right end line. Allison Brill took a free kick and sent it into the box where Caitlin Carter gave the Mustangs the 1-0 lead. It was Carter's second goal of the season and Brill's second assist. The goal gave the Mustangs a boost. 3 minutes later, they were knocking on the Lady Owls' door again. Allison Brill almost gave the Mustangs a 2-0 lead, but her beautiful shot hit the crossbar. In the 77th minute, SMU did extend the lead. Kimber Bailey laid off a wonderful ball to Brittany Weiss, who made it look easy. SMU continued to push forward, but when the final whistle blew, the 5-game streak was over and SMU had their second conference victory of the year. SMU's Meagan Boyle says it's a relief to finally get a couple of victories, and things are going to have to start bouncing their way.
It was definitely good to finally get a win, especially being at home. There was a lot of fans in the crowd on Friday night. And I think it definitely helped us a lot. And to get 2 wins in 1 weekend was even better, building the momentum to go into the conference tournament. Well, I really hope so, because we've definitely gotten the shaft a couple times with goals, like opportunities that just we couldn't finish. And finally it seems that our finishing is on. We've been working on it in practice. And hopefully, as the end of the season wraps up, everything will start going our way because we definitely deserve it.
The win against Houston on Friday night picked up the Mustang spirits as they headed into a Sunday encounter with Houston. Let's find out what happened in this one as we check the highlights. The Ponies entered Sunday's Conference USA matchup with Houston determined to sweep the two schools from South Texas. Finally seeing the ball bounce their way and finally getting a couple of goals on Friday night, the Mustangs wasted little time as they went on the attack right away. In the third minute, Kimber Bailey went on a run from the midfield mark. She was almost rewarded for her outstanding work, but Houston goalie Shelby Scott was there for the save. About 90 seconds later, Kim Peabody picked up a loose ball near the top of the box. Her 15-yard blast just missed, and the score remained 0-0. A set piece gave the Mustangs their first lead of the day. In the 32nd minute, Brittany Weiss sent a corner kick into the mixer. Marissa Scheida volleyed home the serve for her first goal of the year. It was the third assist of the year for Weiss. The score was 1-0 at the break and stayed that way until the 79th minute when Jenna Lynn sent a long ball behind the Houston defense. Lauren Shepard took a touch and then tucked the ball away for the 2-0 lead in the victory. It was Lynn's first assist, Shepard's second goal. SMU Mustang Sarah Benchaita says this team has a lot of potential as they head down the final stretch, and getting a couple of victories over the weekend was a huge relief.
I think that it was definitely a really big relief just because, all of the girls, everyone puts in 100% every day, and, we all work really hard, and, going from practice to the field for games, you want to come out with a victory, and to finally, work so hard and to get 2 victories, especially at home, I think definitely set the momentum for the end of the season and definitely lifted a lot of people's spirits. So I definitely think getting to the tournament, we could go extremely far. We're a team that definitely is overlooked, and I feel that our talent is definitely there, and I feel that our ability to make it farther than we've ever gone before is definitely there, especially for this season. I feel that every single girl can contribute in a very special way, and that our team as a whole is definitely a team that needs to be, looked at because we have the talent, we have the dedication, and I feel that that will push us to go farther than we ever gone before, especially in the tournament.
Coaches Erwin and MacCallum talk about this team's potential as they head down the stretch, and if they get to the tournament, they say watch out.
I like our chances. There's been no team that we've played that was necessarily better than us. The ball may have gone their way that day, but we like our chances versus anybody. We're getting healthy again. We're playing decently. We like our chances. We want to get into that tournament because we think we can go a long way.
I think confidence is key. I think that, it means something to put on the SMU jersey every day, and I think that that's something, especially for our seniors, that they need to remember and they need to take pride in. And I think that the whole team should play for those that won't be joining us again next year, and really be proud to wear the SMU name, wear with confidence, and put the best performance on the field. Show the conference, show everyone what SMU really is all about.
Sarah Benchaita and Meagan Boyle say finishing is a key for this team down the stretch. They also say that they're starting to gain some confidence.
I definitely feel like the wins this weekend helped our team's confidence, and I really honestly don't think that we ever lost confidence because, like you said, luck has just not been going our way a lot often, and we keep the practice intensity high, and every week is a new week for us. So hopefully we will end our season, wrap it up well, and do well in the conference tournament. Keep our positive attitude.
I think the confidence was definitely lifted this weekend with 2 home field wins. I think that the confidence was always there, but you just always need a win behind a team to kind of push them a little farther, and I feel that the confidence going into the end of the season and then hopefully the tournament is definitely the highest it's been the whole season.
The SMU women will wrap up the regular season this weekend as Friday night they'll play Tulsa in a very important Conference USA matchup. Sunday afternoon, Metroplex rival North Texas will come to town. The Mustangs need a few things to fall in place for them to get to the conference tournament, but if they get there, I'll put my money on the Ponies. I'm Ray Canaveri, and this has been another edition of SMU Soccer Insider. Until next time, so long.